If you're a man over 60, what I'm about to share with you could very well mean the difference between enjoying your golden years in comfort or enduring long, frustrating battles with prostate issues. Every single day, thousands of men across the United States unknowingly engage in habits that silently damage their prostate health. These mistakes are often overlooked because they seem harmless or normal parts of aging, but in reality they can gradually worsen prostate enlargement and lead to serious urinary complications. I'm Dr. John, a physician specializing in men's health, and today I'm going to walk you through the 10 most dangerous daily habits that could be contributing to your prostate problems without you even realizing it. The first habit on this list is so widespread that chances are you've done it many times before, completely unaware of the harm it might be causing. Think about your nights. Do you often wake up multiple times to use the bathroom? Do you ever find yourself straining to start urinating, only for the flow to stop and start unpredictably? Or perhaps you've noticed that even after relieving yourself, it feels as though your bladder is never completely empty. These are not just random inconveniences. They are strong warning signs that your prostate might be enlarging, a condition medically known as benign prostatic hyperplasia. Contrary to popular belief, prostate enlargement is not solely caused by aging. While age does play a role, I've seen plenty of men in their late 70s and even 80s living completely free from urinary discomfort, simply because they made smart changes early on. The truth is, there are everyday choices: what you eat, how much water you drink, your bathroom habits, the level of stress you carry, that can either protect your prostate or silently damage it over time. In my medical practice, I've treated hundreds of patients who walked into my office desperate for relief. Some suffered years of interrupted sleep, constant urgency, and embarrassing leaks before seeking help. Others ended up with severe urinary retention, requiring emergency intervention, all because they dismissed these early warning signs as just part of getting older. Yet, I've also worked with men in their 80s who enjoy normal, uninterrupted nights of sleep and strong, healthy bladder function simply because they paid attention to their habits and corrected them in time. That's why understanding these 10 harmful habits and taking steps to change them can make all the difference. Your prostate health isn't just luck or genetics. It's about the daily decisions you make. And today, I want to give you the knowledge that can help you avoid unnecessary suffering and maintain your quality of life well into your later years. Let's start this countdown with the first and most overlooked habit that could be quietly enlarging your prostate right now. Habit 10. Not drinking enough water. One of the most common mistakes many older men make is drastically cutting down on water intake, believing it will help them avoid frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom. Unfortunately, this approach often backfires, creating the very problem they were trying to prevent. When the body does not receive enough water, urine becomes darker, more concentrated and acidic. This irritates the bladder lining and places additional stress on the prostate gland, which sits directly below the bladder and is closely connected to urinary function. Insufficient hydration doesn't just cause temporary discomfort, it can set off a harmful chain reaction within the urinary system. Over time, chronic dehydration leads to inflammation, and inflammation is one of the leading factors behind prostate enlargement. Many older men already take medications for other health conditions, and some of these drugs have a dehydrating effect on the body. This double impact makes it even more important to prioritize proper hydration. When the body is dehydrated, it struggles to flush out toxins efficiently. These harmful substances build up, irritating the urinary tract and adding more pressure on the prostate and bladder, making urinary symptoms progressively worse. The long-term consequences of low water intake are often overlooked until noticeable problems arise, such as difficulty urinating, increased urgency, or painful inflammation. However, preventing these issues doesn't require complex treatments or expensive supplements. The solution is remarkably simple. Stay consistently hydrated Instead of drinking large amounts of water all at once, sip small amounts throughout the day. This approach keeps the bladder comfortably full without overwhelming it. A good indicator of healthy hydration is the color of your urine. It should be clear or a very pale yellow. This shows your body has enough fluid to keep your urinary system working efficiently. Water is not your enemy. It is your most natural and powerful ally for maintaining prostate health and preventing long-term urinary complications. Habit 9. Prolonged sitting. As we get older, especially past the age of 60, that soft armchair or cozy spot on the couch becomes increasingly tempting. While relaxing is important, spending long, uninterrupted hours sitting can silently put your prostate health at risk more than you might think. Remaining in the same seated position for extended periods places continuous pressure on the pelvic region. This pressure restricts healthy blood flow to the prostate, which may lead to inflammation, swelling, and in some cases contribute to prostate enlargement over time. Men who spend the majority of their day in sedentary activities, such as binge-watching television, reading for hours without a break, or working at a desk all day, are statistically at a higher risk of developing prostate-related issues. This is not a call to avoid rest altogether, but rather a reminder that remaining completely still for too long can have negative consequences. Beyond circulation, inactivity gradually weakens the pelvic floor muscles, which are essential for proper bladder function. When these muscles are not engaged regularly, it becomes harder to fully empty the bladder during urination. Residual urine left behind can irritate the prostate and, over time, worsen existing problems or even create new ones. Fortunately, this risk can be reduced with a very simple habit change. Make it a rule to stand up every 25 to 30 minutes and move around for at least 2 to 3 minutes. It doesn't have to be a strenuous activity. Walking to the kitchen for a glass of water, taking a few steps around the living room, or stretching lightly can already help. These short breaks keep your blood circulating, relieve pressure from the pelvic area, and promote better overall prostate health. Consistently avoiding long hours of uninterrupted sitting can make a big difference in preventing discomfort, urinary issues, and future complications. Don't let prolonged inactivity silently harm your prostate when a few minutes of movement can protect it for years to come. Habit 8. Excessive caffeine intake. While American coffee is beloved by many and even considered a cherished part of daily life, consuming too much coffee or other caffeinated beverages may be doing more harm to your prostate than you realize. Caffeine acts as a natural diuretic, meaning it encourages your body to produce more urine, which in turn puts extra strain on your bladder. This overproduction forces the bladder to work harder, often leading to frequent urges to urinate and, in some cases, unexpected leakage. For individuals with a sensitive or enlarged prostate, this added pressure can become a significant problem over time. But the issues caused by caffeine do not end there. It also stimulates the muscles around the bladder neck to contract more than usual, which can make it difficult to empty the bladder completely. When urine remains trapped inside, it creates a cycle of increased bladder pressure, further irritation of the prostate, heightened inflammation, and ultimately greater discomfort. The goal isn't to completely remove coffee from your life, as one moderate cup in the morning is generally safe for most men. However, consuming multiple cups or mixing in other caffeinated beverages throughout the day can aggravate prostate-related urinary symptoms. A practical alternative is to replace that second or third cup with a decaffeinated version or an herbal tea that is gentler on your system. Even small, mindful adjustments like this can significantly improve bladder health and ease discomfort, allowing you to enjoy your favorite drink without compromising your well-being. Habit 7. Overly spicy and processed food. American cuisine is undeniably rich in taste, offering a delightful mix of spices and seasonings that awaken the senses. However, when consumed in excess, these flavors can become harmful, particularly to your prostate health. Foods that are excessively spicy or heavily processed can trigger silent, low-grade inflammation throughout your body. While adding a touch of black pepper or enjoying a flavorful hot sauce occasionally is harmless, making extremely spicy dishes a daily habit can irritate an already sensitive prostate and increase inflammation levels that compromise long-term wellness. Processed foods pose an even greater risk. Items like chips, packaged cold cuts, frozen ready-to-eat meals, and fast food are loaded with preservatives, artificial colorings, excessive sodium, and unhealthy fats. Over time, these substances can disrupt your hormonal balance, particularly testosterone levels, a crucial hormone linked to prostate size and function. High sodium intake leads to fluid retention, which increases pressure on the urinary system, while trans fats and chemical additives can further strain hormonal regulation, creating conditions that harm prostate health. If the majority of your meals come from packets, cans, or fast food chains instead of fresh, whole ingredients, your prostate may be silently suffering. Choosing natural anti-inflammatory foods such as fresh vegetables, fruits, fish rich in omega-3 fatty acids, seeds, and nuts can protect your prostate while supporting overall vitality. Maintaining a wholesome diet does not mean sacrificing flavor or enjoyment. It simply requires mindful, balanced choices that nourish your body and reduce unnecessary inflammation. Habit 6. Delaying urination. Many men, at some point in their lives, have ignored the urge to urinate simply because they were too busy, stuck in traffic, or unable to find a nearby restroom. While it may seem harmless if done occasionally, making this a regular habit can have a serious and lasting impact on prostate health. The bladder is designed to fill and empty at regular intervals, and when urine is held for extended periods, the bladder stretches beyond its natural capacity. This added pressure doesn't just affect the bladder, it also presses on the prostate, which sits just below it. Over time, repeated stress on these organs can lead to irritation, inflammation, and even swelling of the prostate tissue. Older men are particularly vulnerable to these issues because the muscles responsible for controlling urination and supporting the prostate naturally weaken with age. When the bladder cannot fully contract after being overstretched, it often leaves behind residual urine. This stagnant urine creates an ideal breeding ground for bacteria, increasing the risk of urinary tract infections and ongoing inflammation. These infections and chronic irritation can worsen prostate problems, sometimes contributing to an enlarged or sensitive prostate. To maintain a healthy urinary system and protect your prostate, it's essential to respond promptly to your body's natural signals. Avoid the habit of postponing bathroom breaks, particularly at night when frequent urges already disrupt sleep. Regularly emptying your bladder helps keep both the bladder and prostate functioning smoothly. Remember, these two organs work closely together. When one is under strain, the other inevitably feels the effects. Listening to your body and prioritizing timely bathroom visits is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to safeguard long-term prostate health. Habit number 5. Smoking or frequent exposure to secondhand smoke. Cigarettes remain one of the most harmful factors for prostate health, significantly contributing to both immediate and long-term damage. Even if you have never smoked a cigarette yourself, spending time in environments where others are smoking can still put your health at risk. The harmful chemicals in tobacco are well documented to restrict healthy blood flow, trigger chronic inflammation, and damage delicate tissues throughout the body, including the sensitive tissues of the prostate gland. Furthermore, smoking elevates oxidative stress, a condition that hampers your body's natural ability to repair cellular damage, making recovery slower and less effective over time. The cumulative effects of smoking become more severe as men age. Prolonged exposure increases the risk of persistent prostate inflammation, abnormal gland enlargement, and significantly heightens the likelihood of developing prostate cancer later in life. Additionally, tobacco smoke depletes vital antioxidant levels in the bloodstream, weakening your body's built-in defenses against free radicals and other harmful agents that attack the prostate. Importantly, this isn't a problem exclusive to active smokers. Studies show that even men who quit smoking years ago, but are frequently exposed to secondhand smoke, continue to face elevated risks for prostate complications. If you are a current smoker, it is highly advisable to consult your doctor about effective quitting strategies. There are numerous options available today, including nicotine replacement therapies, behavioral support programs, prescription medications, and natural supplements that can ease the withdrawal process. The benefits of quitting start within weeks. Improved circulation, reduced inflammation, better oxygen delivery to tissues, and a healthier, more resilient prostate. For non-smokers, the solution is straightforward but crucial. Avoid exposure to smoke whenever possible. Steering clear of smoky environments protects your prostate and overall health, offering long-term benefits that add years of vitality and lower the chances of prostate disease. Making this conscious choice today can safeguard your well-being well into the future. Habit 4. Neglecting doctor visits. A surprising number of men only schedule an appointment with their physician when pain or discomfort becomes severe enough to disrupt daily life. This wait-and-see approach can be risky, particularly for men over the age of 60 when prostate health requires closer attention. The prostate gland can slowly enlarge or develop other issues without producing any noticeable symptoms early on, making regular medical evaluations essential for long-term wellness. Routine checkups are far more valuable than many realize. A simple, brief examination can uncover signs of inflammation, hidden infections, or abnormal growths, long before they cause pain or interfere with urination. Tests such as the digital rectal exam or the prostate-specific antigen blood test are fast, generally painless and non-invasive, yet they have the potential to save lives by identifying problems at a highly treatable stage. Skipping these appointments increases the risk of allowing a minor, manageable condition to progress into something far more serious, like chronic urinary retention, repeated prostate infections, or even undetected cancer. Many men feel hesitant or embarrassed to discuss urinary difficulties or intimate health concerns with a doctor, but delaying these conversations only limits available treatment options. When issues are identified early, they can often be addressed with simple lifestyle adjustments, improving diet, exercising regularly, or taking natural supplements, rather than jumping straight to medications or surgery. Making annual prostate health checkups a priority is not just about peace of mind. It is one of the smartest, most proactive steps a mature man can take to protect his future health. Do not wait for discomfort or severe symptoms to force you into action. Prevention is far easier and far more effective than cure. Habit 3. Over-consuming red meat. While red meat is a common feature on many American dining tables, making it a daily habit could quietly be contributing to prostate problems over time. Research has consistently found that diets high in red meat, particularly processed varieties such as bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and cold cuts, are associated with elevated inflammation levels in the body, including in the prostate gland. This is largely due to the high amounts of saturated fats and harmful preservatives often used during meat processing. These compounds can disrupt hormonal balance, trigger oxidative stress, and irritate prostate tissues, gradually increasing the risk of swelling and discomfort. Another overlooked factor is digestion. As men age, their metabolism naturally slows down, making it harder for the digestive system to break down heavy, fatty meats. Red meat can linger in the digestive tract longer than lighter protein sources, causing bloating, weight gain, and extra pressure in the pelvic area. This slow process not only affects gut health but can also worsen urinary issues linked to an enlarged prostate. The good news is that you don't have to give up meat entirely to protect your prostate. Simply reducing red meat intake to once or twice a week can make a significant difference. Replace it with leaner proteins like grilled fish or skinless chicken, or try plant-based protein options such as tofu, beans, chickpeas, and lentil soups. Incorporating more fiber-rich foods will further ease digestion, improve bowel movements, and reduce inflammation naturally. By making these gradual dietary changes, you give your body the support it needs to maintain better prostate function, avoid unnecessary discomfort, and boost your overall energy levels for years to come. Habit number 2. Carrying excess belly fat. As the years go by, many men tend to accumulate weight around the waist, but this isn't merely a matter of appearance. It's a critical red flag for prostate health. Excess abdominal fat acts like an internal factory, releasing harmful inflammatory substances that spread through the bloodstream, reaching organs like the prostate. This ongoing low-grade inflammation doesn't just irritate the prostate, it can accelerate its enlargement and significantly raise the risk of urinary complications over time. Studies consistently show that men with larger waistlines are far more likely to experience issues such as an enlarged prostate, frequent nighttime urination, difficulty fully emptying the bladder, and even erectile challenges. Carrying too much weight around the midsection also disrupts hormonal balance, reducing beneficial testosterone while increasing estrogen levels. This hormonal shift further fuels prostate growth and worsens related symptoms. The solution is not to attempt drastic crash diets, which rarely last and can harm your health, but instead to focus on steady, sustainable lifestyle changes. Incorporating short daily walks, controlling portion sizes, choosing nutrient-dense foods, and cutting down on sugary drinks and refined carbs can help trim belly fat gradually. Even losing just 3 to 5 kilograms can bring measurable relief from urinary discomfort and pressure in the pelvic region. Additionally, excess fat in the belly area physically compresses the bladder and surrounding organs, increasing stress on the prostate and worsening urinary frequency. For long-term prostate health, maintaining a waistline under about 40 inches is considered one of the most effective preventive strategies. This simple goal not only supports prostate function, but also improves overall metabolic health, reducing risks of diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and other chronic conditions linked to central obesity. Habit 1. Neglecting to manage chronic stress. This is one of the most overlooked yet most harmful habits affecting men's prostate health. Many men underestimate how damaging ongoing stress can be, not realizing that living in a persistent state of anxiety, tension, or constant worry slowly disrupts the body's natural balance. Under stress, the adrenal glands release hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. While these hormones are helpful in short bursts, prolonged exposure leads to harmful consequences. Elevated cortisol levels trigger widespread inflammation, increase muscle tension, and disrupt the delicate hormonal equilibrium that supports a healthy prostate. Chronic stress doesn't just affect the mind, it physically tightens the pelvic floor muscles, reduces healthy blood circulation, and overstimulates the nerves surrounding the prostate gland. Over time, this results in discomfort, swelling, and a heightened sensitivity that worsens urinary symptoms. Stress also weakens your immune response, making it harder for your body to fight off inflammation and possible infections that can harm prostate tissue. For many older men, this stress builds up quietly over years. Financial pressure, family responsibilities, work-related worries, or health concerns all stack up like an invisible weight on their shoulders. The result? More frequent nighttime urination, painful urgency, irritation, and progressive prostate enlargement. The encouraging part is that chronic stress can be managed naturally. Incorporating daily relaxation techniques, such as deep breathing exercises, gentle stretching, short walks, or even just 10 minutes of peaceful stillness, helps reset the body's stress response. Positive social connections, shared laughter, calming hobbies, and restful sleep act as natural medicine, reducing inflammation and supporting prostate health. managing stress isn't a luxury. It's a vital step toward restoring balance in your body. By controlling daily stress levels, you're not just improving your mood, you're actively giving your prostate a chance to heal, reducing unpleasant symptoms, and naturally slowing down prostate growth. This one simple yet powerful habit can pave the way to lasting comfort, better urinary health, and a stronger, healthier life overall. Now that you understand the 10 everyday habits that can quietly contribute to prostate enlargement, the real question becomes, what steps will you take starting today to protect your health? These aren't small, insignificant changes. They are powerful, proactive actions that can help you avoid months or even years of discomfort, restless nights, and unnecessary reliance on medications. If you're over the age of 60, there's no better time than now to take charge of your well-being. Don't wait for your symptoms to become unbearable or for your doctor to deliver bad news before you make a change. Begin with just one simple adjustment this week. Increase your water intake to stay hydrated, take a few extra minutes each day to walk and get your blood flowing, or pass on that extra serving of bacon or other processed meats at breakfast. These small, intentional choices add up and make a real difference over time. Healing your prostate won't happen overnight, but with consistent effort and healthier habits, your body has an incredible ability to repair and maintain itself. Most importantly, remember that you are not walking this road alone. Many men face similar challenges, and the right information and actions can truly change the course of your health. It is never too late to start prioritizing your body and giving it the support it needs. Care for your prostate, treat it with respect through good daily choices, and in return, it will reward you with better comfort, improved energy, and a higher quality of life as you age.